And here we go. Hello, guys. My name is Lucas. Of course, I think you might know that already. Welcome to the second live stream. Let's see if it's on already. I've been busy, so I haven't been able to upload videos, and that's why I'm going to be making a. It's raining. I'm going to be making more live streams so I can keep interacting with you guys while I work. I'm really busy these days, so I thought, yeah, why don't I share what I'm doing with you guys? So tomorrow I have two presentations. One presentation in an event here in Hong Kong in Cyberport. I need to present about what we do in the company I'm working on, about real estate technology. So how to visualize real estate, how can we use VR and AR technologies to develop the real estate industry. We're going to have a panel discussion, and yeah, it's gonna be great. There's going to be a lot of rich guys because it's like those advanced players on the real estate industry. And I don't think there's anyone live yet. I mean, any viewers. So this probably is going to be only seen by those who watch the video afterwards. Right now we're live. So let me see if it's working. No, we don't want ads. Okay. So there it is. So there's no viewers yet, of course, but anyways, and after that I have to take my own product because I'm going to present a program I'm making. I'm using Unity to make it, and it's a tournament not organizer, but it's like a tournament. How can we call it? So basically, someone wants to make a tournament, they have to input their data. So I want them to be able to import, for example, an Excel file or a CSV file, and then it can show all the competitors for that tournament, arrange the brackets based on their categories, etc. So that's what I need to finish it today because today I'm full with the presentation, and then afterwards I have to go see the guys from the Judo Association, which is those guys who are interested in using this program that I'm making here. So you already can see a little bit what I've done in Unity. Right now it's just a demo for them because they haven't, of course, they didn't pay me in advance. They just want to see if they should replace the software they're already using. So I'm just making a quick demo to show them if they like it or not. If they give me the go, then of course I will do it, and I will try to make them use the software in their competitions, because really the software they're using right now is like from the 80s. It is really old. So I thought it would be a good chance for me, especially since I'm into judo. I know these people from the inside, so I can easily talk with them. They can trust me because I've been practicing judo for like 6 years with them. So yeah, I will show you a little bit. I have some the UI. Okay, so basically what you do when you start the app, it's not finished yet, but what you do is you enter, and you have a main page where it shows all the competitors, and then you can add competitors. So you will add one by one and edit them, or you can import a sheet, which I did here. So test, and then there's supposed to be an automatic refresh. So here you see different IDs. Those are the IDs of the different competitors. So I just need to list out all the competitors here, and once you're ready, let me see if I have the pictures. So this is an example here. Once it's ready, you'll see there's all the competitors arranged with their category. So in judo, we organize the categories based on weight, and different schools. So for example, different judo clubs, different names. We need to do a search. Here we can have some search to find specific players. Maybe there will be different groups. So adults, teenager, and kids, they fight in different groups. Once all the players are ready, you press start. So when you press start, and let me try to get it. When you press start, you create the brackets. So yeah, I can't seem to find it, but then you create the brackets of the competition, and that's what I'm trying to do. So it seems that right now no one has any questions, so I'll be just working, and if you have any questions about what I'm doing or anything, just let me know. I think I'll be streaming like for an hour, so feel free to ask me anything within this hour. And I want to see how many people are watching now. 4 people. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. I'm gonna have some music if you guys don't mind. Yep. So let me put this over here. And yeah, I one of my friends was concerned that I was using Unity to make this, but I think, especially since now it's a demo, I can make everything much faster with Unity, and they don't really care. I say, why not? Why not use Unity? I mean, we could make a native app, but then here we have all those animations and all those stuff that comes with. We can use iTwin, we can use UI. And I just think as a solo developer is easier if I go with Unity to make this app, or let's call it software. Yeah. So let me know if you have any question, guys. Oh, and I should make the size bigger, right? Also, by the way, I was trying to show you here. This is how the bracket looks like after we start the competitions. So we can see different groups and different players on that group. So I have to make an algorithm here so that if 2 players from the same club are in the same group, I should put them as far as possible from each other, so that they won't fight on the first fight. Because you want to have, if you have 2 guys from the same club, you want them to meet in the final. Otherwise, it's like it's not a good practice to have 2 guys from the same club fighting at the beginning of the competition. It's like you take away the chances for that club to get the medals that they could have deserved otherwise. So yeah, something like that. So I'm gonna keep working, guys. If you mind the music, let me know. Just yeah, I'm just trying this, how it works to work in front of you guys. I feel observed and it's weird. So I need to. Hello, Momo. My cat is right next to me, always being by my side when I work. So let's make a function. Set. I will just do it inside here first. I'm not gonna make a function for that. So what I want to do inside here. So what I'm doing, I have a dictionary with JSON objects. So the string, the key of that dictionary for each item is the ID of the player. And the ID of the player must be unique because it's the ID in their ID card or their passport number. So I'm gonna use that key. If it's already in the list, I'm going to continue. Otherwise, I'm going to create a new element in the list, and I'm going to change the color here because I want to have white and blue, so it looks better. Set text, so here, set text, set color. So inside here, you see I have element, competitor list element. So my list is here, I just put inside, and it should have text inside to match the UI design. This UI design. So actually my friend helped me a bit with the UI design. I like it. It reminds me a little bit of like Discord and like how nowadays the web apps you find online are made. So I quite like it. It's a little bit colorful. Maybe I would like to change that, but yeah. So I have to first have the category, the weight. So I'm going to add a text on the left. Let's do a default 60 kg. I can't see that at all. I can't see it, so I need to make it bigger. 40, 30. Oh, it's stretchy. Okay. 60 kilograms. You have to go to the left. Oh, and you can actually throw it to the left if you press Control. Alt. When you're here, you're selecting a pivot. You press Alt, the key Alt, and then you can actually throw your element to the left like that. Because you changed the pivot as well and the anchor and everything. So, oh no, I didn't change the pivot, just changed the anchor. 15. Gonna look at the reference photo. So I have that. That's I can call it weight. We need the name. Club. So what I'm doing is just I press here, Alt, and click, and it's going to move automatically to where I press it. There you go. So for this one, I want to have the anchor from the pivot from the right hand side, from right, so it is symmetrical to the left. So of course this would be something like Fight Club or Smash Bros, whatever you want to call it. Of course, guys, you're not doing this with me, but I'm used to that. This is the name. So this actually should be the club. This should be the name. So here I'm going to call it Lucas Fighter. Okay, it's constrained. How should we do this? So we should separate this into 3 pieces. So we could use the anchors here to set 0.3. So you can use the anchors, so the minimum and the maximum X. So for example, this should be, if we see it here on the scene view, you will see what I'm talking about. Right now this is like this. So if I want to divide this into 3 exact parts, what I can do is modify the anchors. So I choose, for example, this, is it? I think so, yes, here. So I'm going to take 0 margins from left and right, but I want my minimum and my maximum not to be at 0 and 1. I want them to be at 0. How much is that? So 0 0.3, 0 0.66, so 0 0.33 and 0 0.66. So you see right here, my anchors got closer together here. And now if I type 0 again, you'll see that it goes exactly to 1/3 of the parent. And we can do the same for weight. So I choose this. Oh, come on, my mouse is a little bit weird. So this would be 0 to 3.3. We can use 33. No, sorry, 0.32, just to have a little gap between the two. And the Fight Club as well here. We do the same. So, hello Alvin. How are you doing? Well, I'm developing it's actually a demo. It's so basically we organize, organizer. It's a tournament organizer. So it organizes the players inside a tournament, separates them into different categories, different schools, and then you can scramble them into brackets so that they can compete to each other. And there's some requirements for this. So we need to be able to import a sheet of players from an Excel, for example. We need to be able to print the brackets pages so that they can post it on the wall and let the players see it. We need to be able to see statistics of the fight. So after the fight is over or whenever, we can see, for example, how many males under 70 kilograms were joining the competition, or all those kind of stats. So there's different requirements. I am live streaming because I just thought that it would be fun, and it would be also like, I don't know, just to utilize my time working. I can share it to you guys. If you have questions in the meanwhile, you can ask me. And yeah, just actually, because I've been quite busy, so I haven't been able to upload. I'm not going around playing, I'm I'm not in a bar drinking, if you guys think that's what I'm doing. So yeah, besides oh, sorry, I shouldn't scream to the microphone. Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you, thanks for asking. I'm happy that I'm busy with this, because it's a great opportunity for me. Tomorrow I also have to do a presentation in a event here in Hong Kong in Cyberport. It's an event about real estates. So I'm going to go as the representative of the company I'm working at. I'm going to present our product, because we do VR to visualize real estates and those kind of things. So I'm going to be presenting and having a panel discussion with people from different countries. They're all in the real estate industry. So I'm quite nervous for that too. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. Thanks for joining, Alvin. So here, this is going to be, so the previous one was 0.66, so this is 0.67, and here's 1 because we want to go all the way to the right, and then 0 and 0, and we could have a little margin, so I could do 15, and I think we did the same for the, nope, this one, yes, 15, and from the right I don't think we need a margin, so like that. So we could change different. So for example, for this weight, since it's only a number, I could give it less space and have more space for the name and the club name. So I'm going to do it like that for now. I need to save this prefab. I apply it, and now here, set the text. So maybe later we can make an object that holds the reference for all the text and images, etc. Right now I'm just going to use transform.find. So I'm starting to get sleepy. Oh no, I need to finish this tonight, because after the presentation tomorrow I have to go to meet those people from the Judo Association right away, so I don't have time to finish it afterwards. There is thunders. Nice. Okay. What was I doing? Yes. So here, new element dot transform dot find. So first it's the weight. Dot get component text dot text equals, and here I have my item dot value. That's my JSON object, and I want to get I forgot how I call it, gender. I can check the Excel. So this is actually not an Excel file but a CSV, a comma separated values file. So I have ID, gender, name, last name, age, weight. So it's called weight. So I'm just gonna come here and competitors list. So be consistent with your naming, and you will do just fine. So to string. And then do the same with the name and the club. So it should be name and school. I call it school. Okay, so let's do name and school. So again, this is a demo for the Judo Association in Hong Kong, not the actual Judo Association, but some people from the Judo Association, and I'm hoping they will like this and start using this for the competitions. So let me make sure it's the same here, not here. Yeah. So again, the age, you saw there's the age information. I'm going to use the age information to separate them in different age groups. So it's not necessary something, it's not something that we must show here. But anyways, I applied the prefab. Now I can try this one more time. All right, Alvin. Yeah, thank you. Don't worry. I should be stressed because I should do it as soon as possible. I am going to, I promise, as soon as I finish this. So tomorrow I finish the presentation. I go to show this demo to the people near my, like in the judo people. And then the next day I have to finish a project for a company that their deadline is on Wednesday. So I promise I will upload it within this week, before Friday or Saturday. I will upload the hotkey bar to use the items with like 1, 2, 3 or QERT. I already did it, but because every time I make a video, I do it once and then I do it again and record. Otherwise, I will like make a lot of mistakes while I'm recording, and it would take forever for me to edit the video. So I already did it once. It worked. You can set any key you want to make your hotkeys. Like you can use QERT or 1, 2, 3. You can use the numpad, whatever you want. We're going to be doing that before Saturday, I promise. So please wait, hold with, be patient. I'm sorry. So I'm going to try this one more time. Input sheet, test. Okay, there is a null reference. Oh, it got it with the okay. What happened? School. So there is oh yeah, sure. The competitor list element, we name it wrong here, so I can choose this. This, I call it club, it should be called school. So I can try it one more time. You're welcome, Alvin. And thanks for watching. Thanks for I really appreciate all people who watch my videos and just keep asking me, hey Lucas, when is the next video is going to be, like, when are you going to upload the next video? Please go back to teaching the old stuff you were teaching, whatever. Just keep telling me, because that actually helps me to get on it. Really, I need you guys screaming on me, so I will do it. Otherwise I just get consumed by all the stuff I have to do. So it's working. It's uploading. So you see here, there is 2 females. Their IDs are different. They're called the same, by the way. They're both from the same club. They have different weights, 48 and 56. I should yeah. So I'm going to make a bigger list of competitors so I can test. Right now I'm just going to duplicate this. You see there is actually their name is the ID, so I can easily check within the names of this transform. That's what I like about you. You listen and communicate. Thank you so much, Alvin. I really appreciate it. That's what I want. I want to be able to communicate with you guys. I want that. I think the word community is key. I want to have a community. I would love to do projects with all of you and just quit my job and just dedicate full time to all of this. I think that's what I truly want. So yeah, I hope we all can do it. I'm going to duplicate this. I have a so if I duplicate this, I have a scroll. I can't scroll because I need to. Oh yeah, there you go. So I made a function to update the content size because it was not following the content size. So once there's a lot of players, they need to be arranged from lighter weight to heavy weight. And I forgot the kg keyword. And also I don't know why they keep the quotes. So I should strip away the quotes. I think there's so many things to do. So weight, I need to add the word kg. Let's do it like that. I also need to remove replace. So we replace like that, is it? With empty. So we remove all the quotes. Nope. Like that. Nope, I can't do that. Replace. This. So what I'm trying to do is replace this here with nothing. So going to do this here. Let's create some more players. So this is a comma separated value file. So it's basically like an Excel, but every row is a row and every column is separated by a comma. So you can have like keys, and then all this is data, and it's really easy to make a JSON file or to make data from this, like something like for what we need now. So I'm going to make them all females. I'm going to make different names, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to make them, give them different IDs. Otherwise, they're not going to get created, because to avoid repetition, I check ID first. So this ID must be unique. Now I save this. Let's try it again. So we have another comment. Hello, Mimxility. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Sorry, Mimxility. Hi, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. I hope you don't mind watching me work on some projects. You can ask me if you have any questions. Right now I'm making a tournament app, so it lets people organize tournaments, input their players, and then just like arrange the brackets so that they can compete. So it worked. I updated the CSV file, and if I press the button again, you see it won't add them because the IDs are here. So if I remove, let's say, these 3, you'll see that when I edit, it just add the missing ones. It didn't repeat. It didn't arrange them properly. It didn't refresh the colors. So I need to refresh the colors every time. Yeah, I need to keep tidying this up. But anyway, I think it's going okay. I just want to see if there is a duplicate like this. Is it going to work? Is it going to add it twice or not? Leon PS. Very cool. Really like the design. Thank you. I really like it too. We actually did it with my friend. I was just spilling what I had in mind, and my friend was just like making it on the spot. So my friend is really good at this. It's always good to have a good friend, a good friend that is good at making graphics. So thank you. I'm glad you like it. I really like it too. So let's import sheet, test R, and yeah, there's no duplicate. Nice, because I duplicate this one. If I change the ID, then it should duplicate, because it's different ID, right? Even though the name is the same. So if you guys want to learn how to import files like this, I got a really cool plugin for free. I'm gonna show it to you guys right now. It's called Crosstails. So you can go to the asset store and get Crosstails. Really nice. Yeah, it's duplicated now because I changed the ID. For free, you can browse files on your computer and put them, use them in your project, right? Like what I'm doing now. So let me know if you guys want to see a video about that, how to implement their plugin. It's really good. You should definitely find it. Crosstails file browser, really useful. Get some water. So let's keep going. What I have to do next, I need to arrange them by weight. So every time, so we're going to use something called so I set the text, set the color. We need to set sibling index. So there's something I'm using it here, and it's starting to rain, so probably you're going to hear a lot of noise. there is something called let me see here. I'm using it. Nope. Where am I using? Nope. I'm not using it. There. Here. Get sibling index. So this will tell you what is the number, the index on the transform hierarchy. So if it's the first sibling, it's going to return 0, and I use this to set the color of each element. So every time I refresh it, I should actually set the color no matter what. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another for each after I create all of them. So second for each. And this is going to happen all the time. So for each, I have my okay, so for each, and you can press tab twice to get this done by itself. I'm going to just do variable item for each transform T, no, come on, for each transform T in, and I have female list transform, that these are all those elements on that list. We want to do this, set the color. So you can move lines of code by holding Alt and just pressing up and down, and the rain is getting stronger. So instead of new element, it's going to be T this time. So T, and here so I could use the one line if statement. I don't know if you guys know about it. So what you do is you tell, so you make this so we want to set the color equals to a color. So what I'm going to do is this image color is equals to an condition question mark, then here light blue, then colon color white, color dot white. So what am I doing here? For those of you who that doesn't my English I'm too tired for speaking in English. What I'm trying to do here, for those who don't know, is I make a statement. So I want to set this to A or B, and A will happen if this is true. So that's why there's a question mark. So if this is true, I'm going to set the color to light blue, and then this is the if the condition is false, I'm going to set it to to statement B, which is color white. So depending on the veracity of this statement, I'm going to go for A or B. So I hope that's clear. So now no matter how we refresh the list, it should always update the colors properly. So let's try it. So what I did before, I deleted a few elements. So let's delete one and do it again. Memexility. I'm now working on a social media app for my game. When a user switch panels on my app, I every time disable all panels, enable the one users select. Do you have a better idea than disable enable panels? So your social media app, is it on a mobile phone or is it in a computer? Because disabling and enabling is not bad. This is called pooling objects. So it's not really bad. You should have an object that has the reference to all your panels. So you could call it You could call your class panel or something, or panels, or menu or whatever, and you could have all those panels referenced by that. So then whenever your users switch from that, you know exactly which panels are on, which panels are off, and you can call. Basically everything is really clear because you're calling it all from one parent class, that not parent class, sorry, one uh, how do you call that, something like a singleton that knows all about your panels. I think disable enable is not a bad idea. Definitely better than destroying them and creating them each time. If your panels don't have too many things, because when you disable and you enable them, you are keeping them in the memory. So if you don't have problems with the RAM, which you shouldn't have too many problems, especially if you're in a computer, and nowadays mobile phones really have a lot of RAM. But if you have problems with the RAM, then you should sacrifice some CPU, so every time you destroy them and create them again. And you should, and for that you have to also save you have to save the status of that panel at that moment when you close it. So I hope it helps a little bit. So what is this app about? What are we developing today? So first of all, let me try to read your name. Lakshminarayanan. Lakshminarayanan Vijayaraghavan. So I hope I was close enough. You have a really long name. This app is actually a tournament arranger. So it basically helps people arrange tournaments. This one is especially made for judo, because I've been practicing judo for 6 years. I know the people inside. I know they use a really bad software to arrange their competitions. So I thought, hey, why don't I give it a go and make an app for them? So tomorrow I'm going to be showing this demo to them. So yeah, pretty much that's it. Something like this. I have a preview here. So basically you can list all the players that are going to compete, and once you press start, you can see the brackets of the competition. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but I would like to do it and see if they will like to use them on the competitions that are coming. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. I hope it's useful. Really, thank you. So let me. What was I doing? Oh yes, import sheet. So import sheet, test R, and then I'm going to delete some of the white ones. So if I refresh again, yeah, the color now is always alternate, because we're refreshing again at the end the color here, a second for each. So, well, now we need to arrange them by weight. For that, my cat suddenly talks. Hi, Momo. I think I'm not really fond of using 2 for each. Like, if we could do everything in 1 for each, it would be the best case. So I think this for each can actually go here. I have this feeling that we can put it here. Can we? So right now I'm going through each item in the Excel file. So actually in the dictionary. So that's data, and we also have a transform here, but we haven't add this is preventing me from updating the color. So if we have a duplicate, we continue and we don't update the color there. So I will stick with a second for each for now. I need to somehow get the weight on the second for each if I want to arrange by weight. So first of all, are you all guys familiar with sorting algorithms? So sorting algorithm GIF. Let's have a little lesson on sorting algorithms. So this is in Chinese, and this here is pictures. So this one looks nice. I hope you guys can see it. It's a little bit fast. This one. So basically, we compare, we check everyone. This one is checking all the way to the end, and then is comparing to the previous one. What is this? Selection, sort. So there are different type of sorting algorithms. Here's a photo. Random, nearly sorted, reversed, few unique. So they have different performances, different speeds, different complexities. So what we want to do is check that if the next item is smaller than the previous item, we're going to move the next item to the left of the previous item, and then keep doing the checking recursively so we can actually arrange everything from smaller to bigger. So insertion, selection, bubble, shell, merge, all these are the different type of sorting algorithm. There are probably more, but yeah, it's good to know about sorting algorithms. You probably will encounter these on your daily daily stuff that you do when you're programming. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to do a simple sorting algorithm. I could actually sort them by weight, but how do I get the weight? So I could get the weight, text, strip it. No, but that's going to be too redundant. I don't want to go and get the weight and then, because I have the weight here in as the item. I mean as the JSON object. What can I do? Okay, I know what I'm going to do. So here, instead of continuing, I'm going to make a if, and I'm going to give it a body. So because right now I didn't want to give it a body. So here, instead of continuing, I'm going to do the following. So if I cannot find an object with this key here, with the same ID, I'm going to do the stuff here. So only if I cannot find this object in the list, I'm going to, oops, my scroll wheel is a little bit broken. If I cannot find it, I'm going to create a new object, create new element, and set a text. And then here, I don't need the second for each now, because I just didn't use continue. So I'm gonna put this back here, set the color. I should set the color at the end because I need to set the civilian index based on the weight. So, or this could be based on some criteria that we're going to select later in the sorting. Like for example, let's say they want to sort by school name or by player name. then we can use something similar to rearrange the sibylline indexes, and then we need to set the color again. So first I'm going to change this to new element. No, the element is here. All right. I need to create a transform at the beginning of the for each loop. So transform T. Transform T. So T could become the new element transform. So new T equals new element dot transform. I should call it something better. I will call it new element transform. I need to be more precise with my naming. So new element transform is going to be new element dot transform. So then here we can use new element transform, new element transform. But the thing is that what happens here? Yeah, it's unassigned. So it's only assigned if we actually create a new element. What happens if, okay, we already have that key? That's why sometimes it's better to use a for loop instead of a for each loop. So I should actually have a for loop so I can use the index of the for loop to get the item from here, or create it if it's not here. But it's not necessarily linear, because I can find something and then I should get the key and compare that and then increase. Oh god, there's so many things I have to consider before I do it. Let me read some of the comments. Oh my god, man, have you heard of ESC, the new way of coding? Actually is ECS. What is that? I'm not sure. Let's take a look. ECS, and I put this aside in case something okay, ECS programming, entity component system, Wikipedia. Okay, I have heard about this. Yes, I remember someone mentioned this on a comment in one of my videos when I talk about inheritance. So it was like, I guess it was like using components and adding components to determine the different characteristics of an object. I haven't actually do research on this. I should, but I can't do research right now because I have to finish the demo for tomorrow. But it sounds really interesting. I'm definitely going to dig deeper into this. Yes. So, oh my god, man, thank you for mentioning it. Yeah, entity component, what was it? Entity component system. So definitely go check it out, guys. If you are interested in learning new cool stuff, you should go and take a look at what ECS is. So let's continue with this. And I think I'm going to end maybe soon, because how long have we been going on? Almost an hour. I'm afraid if it's going to be too long, I don't want to bore you guys. So ask me more questions if you want now, because I'm going to be leaving soon. Can you please make a tutorial in the future about securing the connection between the connection of the MySQL database and client application? So securing the connection between the connection of the MySQL database. Okay, so I guess I know what you mean. Keep reminding me of that. I want to make a more advanced MySQL, so it would be something like a part 2 of the MySQL series that I did before. So yeah, I would definitely be willing to learn about it and then doing a tutorial about that, because the truth is that I'm not an expert in MySQL. I have a friend who is very good at handling these kind of things. He's a back end guy, so I'm going to ask him. I'm going to make him explain me everything in detail, and see how I make a tutorial about it, of what I learned. Okay, sounds good. Now, so let's finish this. Once we arrange the players by their weight, I'm going to finish the live stream. Hey Alvin, thank you very much for joining. I will let you know how it went tomorrow or the coming days. Thank you for tuning in, man. Take care. So okay, how do we determine the transform of the new element? Because right now, oh, we can determine it by finding it here. Yes, that's what we have to do. So this transform new element here is equals to this. We're going to find the key, because we are supposed to have the key in the list, right? Because we create each element. We create each element here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me put it on the left. Each element in our list is actually already named after the ID, the key of our dictionary. So if you see there, so it's easy. What we have to do, I just need to set the transform new element transform as the transform that I can find using the key. If I cannot find it, however, so that means if this here is null, because I couldn't find it. So if new element transform is null, we couldn't find that ID within the list, that means that object needs to be created. We create it, we assign it to that, we name it with the key, so later we can find it again. And now we can actually set the color, and we also can set the civilian index based on the weight. So great, we just need to get the weight, so and do the sorting algorithm. Oh god, so this is going to be not quick as I thought. So sorting. Can we sort this? Because for sorting you should have a nested for loop. Is it? We have one element, we need to know the next element so that we can compare two, and depending on that we can move it left or right. And we could of course use C#'s they already, C# already has some sorting algorithms that you can use. You can use list.sort if you really need that. I guess we could do that. I guess we could sort it here. We could sort the values. We could sort the values in the dictionary by weight first, and then do the for each loop. So it's going to be, how do I say that? It's going to be sorted by weight before we actually create the elements or arrange them. However, there could be already some. Oh, I need to think. Okay, it's not that hard. My brain is too slow at 1:20 a.m. How should I do it? How should I do the sorting? I need to get motivated. So let's go to Stack Overflow. Nope. I'm just going to find C# sorting dictionary by key. Can we sort dictionaries? And sorting dictionary by value. So I'm just making sure nothing I can't show you. C#. How do you sort a dictionary by value? Let's take a look. 2008. So list key value pair. So okay, first of all, they turn the dictionary, they turn it into a list. They used link or LINQ, I'm not sure how to read that. So first you turn the dictionary into a list, and then you sort that list, and then you use that list for your for each loop. So pair.value.compare. So pair1.value, and then I guess we could get the weight from the value, so we could compare those two things. I use these solution things where we can memory. We could try that. So here, instead of looping through each key value pair in the dictionary, I should make a list first. So make a list first. Make list from dictionary. So I could call it right now my what is it called, the dictionary in, okay, so it's just that. So I'm going to make a list of key value pair string JSON object. We're almost done. Can we use link for sorting? Yes, that's what we're going to do now. So so we're going to make a list from the dictionary first. So list, I'm going to call it just going to call it list. Can I call it list something, whatever? I'm really bad at naming. Competitors, females. I'm just gonna go females, because I'm doing females and then I'm going to do the males. Females is equals to, I have it here. So this is the dictionary dot to list. So I guess I have to use this. So make list from dictionary. We're going to make this list from here. Females dot to, oh no, we can't make it to list. How can I make this to a list? I could use a for each loop. So I make this first. Why? Does anyone know why I can't make a dictionary into a list? If someone knows, please let me know. I'm going to make this a equals new list like that. So now I can make one for each loop here. Let me copy this one time. It's going to make sense really soon what I'm doing right now. So here I just want to I deleted that. Come on. Sorry guys, please hold on. Here, this is what I want. So I'm gonna copy this and then go back. Here. So then the second time I want to do it on females. So first what I'm going to do is for each key value pair in my actual dictionary, I'm going to take that key value pair called item. I could call it key value pair. So I'm going to take my females list and add the key value pair. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. So I create that dictionary, I create this list, I add each key value pair on the dictionary, so now we have a list that we can sort with link or LINQ. So now I'm going to take that list and I'm going to use this method here that someone posted nicely in Stack Overflow. So what's up, Momo? What do you want? I love how she always talks to me. She talks to me not only when she's hungry or anything. She just randomly talks a lot. So, sorry, we're going to do this. My list dot sort here. My list, of course, is called females, and we're going to use sort. We can't use this because I don't know what we're doing. Oops, let me go read the whole thing. I sort this insert targeting net 2.0. Okay, here I should do this. Is it compared to? JSON object does not contain a definition. Okay, because I need to turn it into. What's up, Momo? Wait, we want to compare by weight, right? So this here is weight. Can you see with the chat there? I'm not sure if you guys can see with the chat. I'm just going to move it a little bit to the side. There you go. So we're going to compare the weight to the weight. This I need to turn it into a as integer, I guess. So now we can compare integers to integers, so we can sort this. So let me read if there's anything else. So I think this will sort pair 1 if it's let's see if it's sorted. And then here we have the sorted females. So this list became sorted, and now we can create the elements. So let's go and try it. Unity. There's an error. Oh. I just use link. Ah, my wheel is okay. I think we can do it. Clear. So Jonas Wickelmeyer. Hi, how are you doing, Jonas? Nice seeing you. OS J5. What the best way to learn VBS? So you mean Visual Basic Studio? I guess YouTube. Finding YouTube tutorials. I mean, I learned all my stuff with YouTube tutorials. And then once you get the basics with YouTube tutorials, you go and read documentation and read text tutorials and all this stuff. But yeah, I think it's a great way to start. If you start on, come on, Momo, we're not finished yet. It's a great way to start if you start with videos. So I'm pretty sure there must be a lot of guys teaching how to use VBS. How to do whatever you want to do. Yeah, right? Sorry guys, I got a bit distracted. So what we're doing here, we're opening a sheet of documents, exactly this one, this file here. We're opening it and we want to display it here, and it seems it's arranged. So let's try it properly. The weight, you see here, the weight is actually the last value. Can I select many? Nope, I can't. No, no! Sorry. Don't run on my keyboard. My cat was trying to run over my keyboard. So I'm going to make different weights. Just random stuff. So I'm saving this and see if it's sorting properly by weight. So then later we can sort actually by any of the values in the data. This is data of players. So for those of you who don't know yet, this is just a tournament app, a tournament software that can show and arrange players, etc. So we import a Excel file and we can something happened. I think I can't do tabs. It actually just killed the formatting. So this is a CSV file that is a comma separated values file. So it's just like a table, but every value you separate it with a comma. So columns are separated by commas, and then you have the rows. So now we can try this again. Jonas, I'm fine. What about you? Maybe you can remember. I look your live stream too. Yeah, I remember. I remember your name. So as you see, I'm working on a demo for tomorrow because they're well, this is a software I'm trying to make for arranging and organizing judo tournaments. And since I've been part of the judo community in Hong Kong and in other places for around 6 years, and I know now the people inside, I know the software they use, I think it's a good chance for me to try to make something for them to use, since their software is really old. So I want to make something newer with a better UI. Hopefully they would like it and start using this. So I'm just making a demo for them to see if they want to change their software or not. Let's import the test.csv, refresh, and it's still broken. Did I save it? I think I didn't save it. So now we're in the part where we import the data, and I refresh, and there you go. Yeah, it's increasingly ordered. So even though we made it randomly, everything got sorted because we sorted here with link queue. So what we did basically, we made a list from the dictionary, we sort the list, and then loop through the list. So that way we didn't have to make our own sorting within the for each loop, because we were looping through the dictionary, and it was a bit troublesome trying to loop through the dictionary. So we sorted the list instead, and then we used that list. So later on here we can sort by anything. Sort list by weight, but we could sort by different schools. We could sort by the name of the player. We could sort by their age. If there were more data, for example, if this was a game and you wanted to sort your players by level or by number of kills, this actually looks really just like when you are playing a shooter game and you sort the players based on their kills or their deaths. You can actually do something very similar. So basically I have a dictionary with all the players, their data. In this case, my data comes from an actual document. And then we made a list, sort that list, and loop through that list. I set the text, set the color. I didn't have to do this part here because we sorted the list up there. So every time we refresh it, actually we're sorting that list. But what happens if we delete some values, or if we add new values after we already created it? Yeah, I think this needs to be I need to think about this more in depth, but for now it's going to be good for the demo that I have to show tomorrow. So I'm going to make a huge list of players from different clubs, males as well. I'm going to just do the same thing for males, and just going to make a demo for the people tomorrow, so they can see that they can actually because they want simplicity, right? They can't expect everyone to learn how to use software. So what they are going to need is that they can just get the Excel files from the different schools and the players that are going to participate in the competition, so that they can actually just import the CSV files or the Excel files, and then everything is going to be done automatically. I remember I once saw someone using the software they are currently using, and they were like adding people manually, and it was it seemed not really good. So yeah, I think that's enough for today's live stream. I'm glad that some of you joined and asked questions and were watching what I was doing. Hope you learned something. I was narrating what I did while I do it. So if you like this kind of live stream, please let me know, so I will keep doing them, just narrating what I do. I think it's also a good way for you guys to learn if you're new to Unity. And it's also good for me if you see I'm doing something wrong, or there's a better way I could do something, you could let me know too. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep remember, we have now a Discord server. I'm going to give you guys the link. So again, I'm going to post the link on the chat. Make sure to go check it. So Discord. So in Discord you can discuss. You can send me messages. Let me know if there is anything you need, and yeah, just I want to have like a community, a feel of communion with you guys. So lots of things I want to say, and just let me know, guys, if you find it useful. Invite people, copy, and here I'm going to paste it in the chat. There you go. So I have the pop-out chat. I'm just gonna show that. So that's the Discord server we set up. I set up, but you guys joined, so it's we. There is there's different channels that we can use to discuss different things and keep in touch, keep chatting while I'm not making a live stream or a video. So please let me know what you want to watch. I already told some of you already know I'm going to quit my job, so I already decided that. So I will have much more time. Really, my job is being consuming my life, so I just want to quit and start doing what I want to do, which is making videos and making apps. So I can making games especially. So I can use one stone to kill two birds. That's how the saying goes. And make videos of me making games, and at the same time having this community with you guys. It's my dream. That's what I want to do. So thanks to you, Jonas, for joining, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Let me know if you guys have any request or anything. Yeah, just let's have a community. We can keep talking on Discord. I'm going to keep making this live stream if you guys find it useful, or if you find it entertaining. Just let me know. And thank you so much. So I'll see you guys all on the next one. Thank you. Adios. Au revoir. Joikin, or whatever. I like to say goodbye in different languages. Take care, guys. Thank you for joining. See you on the next one. Bye.